Hello coders, in this video I'll be discussing about program design. So we will take a problem and we'll see that how can we develop program for that particular given problem. Now first of all we need to understand that what is program design. So it is a two-step process that requires understanding the problem, that is the first step, and then developing the solution for that problem. So let's say an example is given to you, like you need to find the largest number that is present in the list of numbers. Now let us say a list of numbers is provided to you and you need to calculate the largest number from that particular list of number. Now first step is that you need to understand the problem. So how to understand the problem? First of all we need to ask some clarifying questions. Okay, we need to ask some clarifying questions, whether what sort of numbers will be your solution will be dealing with, like the numbers will be integer type or it will be decimal type, right? Then the other questions are the numbers are sorted in any special sequence, such as lowest to highest or highest to lowest, or how many numbers can we expect in input, right? So if we do not clarify the problem, then you won't be able to make your solution strong. That means you won't be able to handle the corner cases and edge cases for the given problem. So after analyzing the clarifying questions, then the next step comes is that is your developing the solution. So in order to develop the solution, we write the solution in an informal language. That is, that informal description of the solution, we call it as algorithm. So what is algorithm? It is set of logical steps. It is a finite set of logical steps that is necessary to solve a given problem. So any algorithm has two important characteristics. So all the algorithms are having two important characteristics. First is they are independent. They are independent of the computer system. That means it does not depend on any programming language. It's just an informal description of the solution. It does not resemble any of the specific programming language. It is just an informal language. And the second important characteristic about algorithm is that it will accept data as input and it will do some processing on that data and it will produce some output after processing the given input data. So in order to write an algorithm, we need to follow certain language like pseudocode, or we can also use flowchart. Now let's say this is the given list of number, let's say 13, 7, 19, 29 and 23, and we want to develop a solution for this, by which we can give input to the algorithm all these numbers, and once the algorithm will process all these numbers, after processing the numbers it can find the largest number that is given in the list. So if you see this algorithm, so there are certain steps as I told you, right? So first of all we will take the first number as input, that is 13. So as you can see here, this is the first number, we will take this number as the input. So since the largest has no value right now, so we will declare a variable or a container, let's say we will name the container as largest. It won't have any value. So we will set the largest to the largest 13 as the first number. Why? Because our first any other number till now we have not seen, that is why 13 is our first number. And then we will take the input of second number, then we will compare this number 7 with number 13. If the next input is greater than the current largest, then we will update this largest. So since 7 is smaller than 13, so we are not going to update this largest. Then second, step 3, we will take the input as 19. If 19, now if you observe here, 19 is greater than 13, so we need to update it because some number is there which is greater than 13, so we need to update the largest. So after updating the largest we get 19, so we put the value of 19 in largest. Then in the next step we get number 29. So if you observe this number 29, this is again greater than the number 19. So when you compare, the largest number among these two is 29. So 29 is again assigned to the largest. After that if you see the next step, the next number is your 23. So if you compare 23 and 29, the largest number is again 29 here, right? So here no update will take place and hence we get the output data as 29. So this was the algorithm for finding the largest number among 5 integers. In the same way, we can take n number of inputs and we can find the largest number among all the n numbers that is present in the list. So what is the generalization of this algorithm? So in order to find the largest number, right, so first of all we need to take the input, the first number we will take as input, and we will take a container, let's say largest, and we will assign the first number to the largest. So while there are more numbers in a list, we will keep on taking next numbers till the list is not empty, right, or till we reach the end of the list. If the next number is greater than largest, then we will set the largest to the current number, as we did here, right. If you observe here carefully, this number 13, this is the first number 13, we have considered this to be the largest number, and then we have the next number as 7. So here if you observe, 7 is less than 13, so we are not going to update the largest. But if you consider this case, let's say 19 and 29, so among these two, so largest is currently 19, but the next number which is present in the list is 29. Now if you compare this, we will update our largest container, that is 29. So finally we get the output data as 29. So this is the generalization of this algorithm. So once your algorithm is ready, then you can write the program and you can just execute it over n number of inputs. So this was all about your program design. Hope you understand. If you have any doubt, then you can drop your doubt in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.